3, 2.
Welcome to Out of the Park, the podcast show where four guys have four different opinions and it's all on sports. Maybe I'm going to have to say three guys.
Yeah, we're going to have to take it down.
Well, Anthony has a tough schedule with Army Reserve and the Staples Center. In fact, he worked the Drake and Future concert a couple days ago.
I heard that one was lit.
Well, yeah, wasn't LeBron there? That's why it was lit, because LeBron was there. LeBron apparently makes everything great, but that's a different topic. Anyway.
Well, that concert was as flat as Drake's voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of which, I'm Vincent Garcia. I got Josh Lopez and Ryan Osborn and Anthony
Hello.
Martinez, of course, out today. Hopefully he can come back in the next 2 weeks because we're not going to be here next week because of college football, community college football, Fullerton College, Chad Kelly. And speaking of Chad Kelly, I want to give him a shout out because he set up everything for us today while Josh and I came in, and he should get MVP.
Yeah, credit to
so give a
Mr.
lot of credit
Kelly.
to Chad Kelly.
He's been here late all week, helping me with the coaches show as well and everything, and he's gonna get those uploaded and just being here late at night, no one else.
And on top of that, without him, we don't have Out of the Park.
That's true.
He is the reason why we are still on. I mean, because Tracy Thacker gave us the opportunity in the summer. Now, Chad Kelly is given the opportunity for us here in the fall, coming in on Friday nights around 5 o'clock. And last week we had a really, really interesting show. It was just jokes left and right, movie references.
It was
Russell
a little
Peters,
loose.
References.
Yeah.
It was really loose. You know what? That's what makes a show better. Everybody's got to be loose. But enough of the staying loose and having a good time. Well, we can still have a good time, even talking sports. Last Saturday, I believe one of the most exciting week ones in college football I have seen since I started getting into college football. Wow, like the SEC, almost everybody lost.
7-7 overall.
7-7 in the SEC, and that's just something that college football fans that aren't from the South love to see. Because we're tired of the SEC dominating every single conference and winning the college football playoff, of course, with Alabama, and winning the BCS when it started only 1 year. That was, of course, from the ACC, Florida State, when they won at the Rose Bowl in the final BCS championship game in the Rose Bowl in the granddaddy of them all, in the words of Brett Musburger. But yeah, just that week one. Let's get the opinion started. Let's get the fights going.
We have to go to the
Which game
the
do we
biggest
start
matchup. The biggest matchup. The highlight of the weekend. Cowboy Stadium. University of Spoiled Children versus Alabama. The beat down.
Two of the biggest college sports nations in the United States in one big stadium. And by the way, Ryan, since you get a lot of the statistics, how many were in attendance? Did they go over 100,000?
They went well over 100,000.
Well, how close? Like 100, 105, 108?
I can double check on that, actually. Here, give me a second.
It was a full crowd when it started. By the end, everyone was gone.
No, it was still a full
no,
crowd.
It was starting to look empty.
I was going to say it was half by the fourth quarter because it was Alabama.
Yeah, I was going to say something like that.
I mean, the most anticipated game that this millennia was expecting, it just turned out to be a Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao fight. Yawn.
Well, you see, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, that one, people said almost ended in a tie because there was nothing happening, but this one was a beatdown. This was more of the equivalent of
No, this is a butterbeam fight. It's a butterbeam fight. God. Josh, thank you for getting my joke.
This was the 2007 Patriots going up against the 2009 Detroit Lions.
Oh my God.
That's what that game was.
I would have to agree with that, to be honest. Oh man, it's just, it was embarrassing as a USC fan to see that. Josh, you know the agony I'm going through.
Yeah, I
obviously.
know. It was a good first half, and then second half, it was all about Alabama. They were just one punch man. They were one punch man.
All we know is that the capacity overall said that it was 100,000 possible people, but we got to assume that there was standing room only.
Oh yeah, totally. There's like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Like we said, we even said last week, we wouldn't be surprised if there was standing room only, and it happened.
Yeah.
It happened, and it even happened in the Super Bowl. It even happens in a regular Cowboy game. Isn't there like, well,
They have
according to-
overflow seating,
Yeah,
just
don't-
in case.
You can also. They have like a bar at the end of at the stadium too.
Yeah.
And I know because one of my family friends, who is a Cowboys fan, got a chance to go to Cowboys Stadium and experienced it the first year it opened, and they were playing the San Diego Chargers, and he said it was the best experience he ever had, and I can only imagine how it would be in there. I mean, I haven't experienced an NFL game. I've only experienced a college football game, 2 of them actually. I experienced
Really?
UCLA at the Rose Bowl against who is it? San Jose State. That was in
Okay.
2011.
I was gonna say it's been a while.
It's 2011, yeah. And then I experienced USC Stanford homecoming game in 2009. The game that Matt Barkley got picked off 3 times against Stanford.
Oh my god.
I was at that game, and it was. I really didn't care. Like, I mean, at the same time, I was like, really, Matt? Like, well, he was a freshman at the time, but I really didn't care because I got to experience all of USC. I got to experience the campus and sit in the Coliseum, and I was in the shade, thankfully, because remember, in the Coliseum,
Yeah.
it's like a bowl in there. There's no shade.
It is a bowl.
unless you sit in the on
Like
the press
end
box
zone.
side. No.
Sometimes,
no.
well, at least you're right.
Yeah, if you sit on the press box side, the press box just like gives you a lot of shade if you have a 1:00 game. Like we had
Right.
shade for the whole game, and it was beautiful. And I remember too. Every touchdown, just throw up that V for victory. And then I remember my family friend who got me the opportunity to go see the USC game said, "You are a USC fan. You already know the V for victory symbol." It's like, hey, I'm loyal.
College football. I've only been to 2. I've been to USC, Oregon State, and then I went to USC. Who was it? It wasn't Oregon. No, USC versus Washington State.
Yeah, because
I-
those are the cheap games right there. Those
Yeah.
2 matchups that you just listed are the cheap games.
Well, that was when Oregon State was ranked number 7 in the country at the time.
Was that the year when
They had
Quiz
the
Rogers?
Yeah, they had the Rogers brothers.
Yeah, the Rogers brothers.
Yeah.
No wonder. Yeah, 'cause I think that was also the
And
same
wasn't it
year.
Mannion too?
I think that
was
was the
the
year.
quarterback?
I think that was. But I was also. Wasn't that the year? I'm guessing the year you went was when SC got upset by them at Oregon State at Corvallis. Or was
No.
Okay,
that
because
was
Sanchez was the quarterback for.
Yeah, I wasn't there for Sanchez. I was there when Oregon State visited USC. Both of my college football games were at the Coliseum.
Okay. No, I'm not saying. No, I'm saying the year. Was that the year when you saw Oregon State? It was Oregon State UCLA, right?
No,
You saw-
USC. I have
Oh, it
not
was
been
USC.
to
Okay.
a UCLA game.
But you haven't been to UCLA.
I have not.
And
I
I
have
know
been
that-
to the Rose Bowl, but I have not been to a UCLA game.
The Rose Bowl is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I went there for the Copa America to see Colombia play. Who was it? It was like Costa Rica or something like that. Costa Rica or Panama, one of those two, because I'm Colombian, so when it's not very often that you get to see the national team kind of close to home. So I went and saw that game, and then I went to a concert there, 2006. Yeah, that sounds about right. But beautiful place just to go and watch any type of event there.
Have
You guys
ha-
are lucky.
Wait, you haven't had a college experience?
No, not
Oh.
college football. Not D1.
What about NFL football?
He
Of
he
course,
went to
I
the
went
Pro
to the
Bowl, or he went to
I went
preseason. I mean,
preseason Rams
preseason.
game versus
Oh,
Kansas City.
that's okay.
So I
That's what I
sat
said
on the
last
press
week.
box side, but this was at 4:00. So
That's the
shade-
worst part.
Yeah.
That's the worst time.
Oh, I think I arrived at my seats at 4:30 because me and my brother my brother's on a wheelchair, so we had to exchange our seats to get handicapped seats. So we probably arrived around 5:00ish to our seats.
And the game was at 7.
Yeah, so the sun was slowly setting down. But I mean, it was a cool experience.
Yeah, NFL games. I've been to 3.
Oh, lucky.
All San Diego?
Yeah, all San Diego.
Yeah.
Through the
figured.
train or?
Yeah, no, I drove there.
Oh God.
Drove there with family, Tailgated the first couple times, and then the other time just barely got there on time. Like, we sat down in our seats, and opening kickoff went.
Damn.
Yeah.
How'd you enjoy the traffic coming back?
You know what? We actually waited a long time, went to a restaurant and stuff, so the traffic was great. It was my first game. I got to see my second favorite team, the Seattle Seahawks, Sean Alexander. You also had Matt Hasselbeck, not to mention you had Lofa Tutupu at the time. Oh, man, I got to see the Chargers play Seattle, and then I saw the Chargers play the Cowboys, of course, in Qualcomm, and then I saw the Chargers play the Texans, my favorite team.
Hold on, now you gotta explain to all the bandwagon Seattle Seahawks fans who those players were.
Sean Alexander out of the University of Alabama.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Heisman Trophy candidate.
Yeah, and he won MVP in 2006.
He set the touchdown record.
Madden cover until
the Madden cover curse.
Yeah. That hasn't happened lately. I think it got broken a couple.
No.
Actually, it just happened.
Richard Sherman.
No. It just happened this year because Gronk is out this Sunday. But we'll get to that on the second half of the show with the NFL.
Richard Sherman. He ended the curse is that you either get injured or you have a bad season afterwards. Peyton Hillis, boom, gone. Basically out the NFL the very next year. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Richard. No, he has a point.
Richard Sherman. He has an off season the very next year. Then you go back to Sean Alexander. You can go to Michael Vick, who had some other things.
It was the hernia.
Yeah.
He had the hernia.
He had the hernia, and then he had the other things.
Yeah, he had other worse things.
Yeah, he had, stuff.
And then McNabb had
McNabb got hurt.
A knee. I think it was a knee injury.
Yeah, it was the first of his knee injuries. And then Air McNair.
Yes.
He got hurt. Also had an off season, and then
Ray Lewis. And I think Ray Lewis started it because Eddie George didn't get hurt. I don't remember Eddie George being part of it. You never know. But anyway, back to college football. I'm sorry. It's just
we went to the Madden curse.
No. At least we got. It's strictly football today. That's our main focus. So, but
just a smidge of baseball at the end, right?
Another game that also stood out: Houston and Oklahoma.
That was interesting.
Oklahoma coming in number 3 in the nation with Baker Mayfield, a Heisman Trophy candidate. We talked about Madden curse. Maybe there's a Heisman candidate curse because not only Baker Mayfield but also Fournette. Is it
Fournette?
Fournette. I'm sorry,
Leonard Fournette
for LSU because LSU got upset as well by
UCLA.
by
Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen, also part of the talks for Heisman Trophy. It was just a great week, just nothing but upsets. In fact, did anybody get a chance to see the Oklahoma game? Because I was watching the Oklahoma game. That return, once I saw that return for 108 yards or 109-yard return from Houston, I said, that's it. Oklahoma's done. That's like that. Just the coffin was just the nails were just starting going in.
I saw the tail end of the game. I had arrived at like a burger joint. They were showing the game. I was like, Dad, Oklahoma just got upsetted. I was like, what?
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And that was the kickstart to it. That's how it all started. You see that and you kind of think, okay, well, who's next? And all of a sudden you just see SEC lose, SEC, 7 SEC losses, and you're just like, really? This is actually happening? Like we're all experiencing this?
What year is this? Is this even real?
Yeah, it's like we were all in a coma and we were experiencing this. It's like,
And not to mention the biggest, going back to the whole Heisman candidate curse, the biggest Heisman Trophy candidate also got upset this Saturday. Someone that not too many people are talking about, but the experts, they look at him and they see one of the better quarterbacks in the draft that is coming up in a couple years, or should he default to the NFL after this year, Luke Falk. Out of Washington State University. He was number 1 in the rankings for preseason Heisman selection, and he gets upset by Eastern Washington University.
Ouch! Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel.
I didn't even know that kid was a candidate.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, no, because we're so used to the big name programs. It's like Washington State is like inconsiderate. I mean, like the last time that a Washington State quarterback was even considered was the biggest bust in NFL history, Ryan Leaf.
No. You have to go back to Connor Holiday. Just a couple years ago, Connor Holiday set the record for most passing yards at Washington State University. He averaged over 250 yards per game, but got injured right before the draft. And so he decided to retire from football altogether. Connor Holiday.
Okay, we'll research that for more. I was still thinking Ryan Leaf.
Ryan Leaf. Oy.
Hey, that's still the biggest bust in NFL history. Like,
oh yeah.
Unless somebody comes up different. Well, you know what? Jamarcus Russell could be in that mix too.
Jamarcus Russell, Jadeveon Clowney is starting to creep up there.
Let's just hope
number
he stays
one overall
this year.
Yeah.
I mean, like, wow. Let's see. What were other upsets or other exciting games? Oh wait, how about what happened on Labor Day? No, actually, no. I take it back. No. Sunday.
Really
Remember how we all? Wait, go ahead, Ryan.
Really quickly before we move on from Washington State University, shout out to Trey Tinsley, formerly of the Fullerton College Hornets. Set records here for the Fullerton College Hornets. Walks on at Washington State University, and right now he's number 10 for Washington State University. He is listed as the third string quarterback.
Hear that, kids? Dreams can come true. You can be a walk-on. That's unbelievable.
Hi, mommy. I made third string, mommy.
What?
No.
And the guy he actually replaced is now the starting quarterback over at LA Valley football. There's my little plug since I'm a color commentator for LA Valley football.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah. Let's see.
Are we going with the Notre Dame Texas game?
Yeah. Thank you. No, I bring that up because we all voted Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And then for Texas to come out, like that game was kind of like the football is back game. Like I mean, because I know, it was a shootout too, but I know I'm quoting the broadcasters of that game after it ended. They all said, "Oh yeah, football is back with Texas in the win." I think Texas football is back after that game, but at the same time, that was kind of like the football is back game. Ryan?
I wouldn't even say Texas football is back yet. Sure, it's a nice win, but you're kind of assuming that Notre Dame is as good as people say Notre Dame's going to be. What if Notre Dame goes on and has a 5-4 season? Then that's all for naught. You look back at that game and Texas. Let's say Texas goes 6-4 and Notre Dame goes 5-5. Then you go, oh well, that's just a game.
Well, how Oklahoma played, maybe Texas could get that upset against Oklahoma. I don't even know if they're playing.
Well, they ran into a really good team in Houston, and Houston is a playoff competitor or a playoff candidate,
especially after last year.
Yeah,
because they had that Boise State story in the what was it, the New Year's Six? Because where were they? They were the Peach Bowl. Yeah, they were in the Peach Bowl.
Yeah, Peach Bowl.
And when they had that upset, they're starting to become like Boise State. Boise State after upsetting Oklahoma. That was what some people say. That game was what some people say is the spark that's started the college football playoff. Because it's like anybody can make it. Anybody can do it. The Cinderella story. That's what we all want to see. That's what sports fans want. The Cinderella story. Right now, Houston is that Cinderella story.
They're the dark horse.
They are the dark. Well, yeah, they're more of a dark horse.
Because I didn't really expect them to be that good, but just.
Well, I don't think anybody did. I mean, after seeing what they did in the Peach Bowl, you give them consideration. But you don't give them like, oh yeah, these guys are going to the college football playoffs.
Oh yeah, like we're gonna rank them 15
to start the season. Yeah, they started 15. Yeah, exactly.
And then I think they went up to 9 or 8 in the
6.
Yeah,
they're in 6.
Yeah, in the AP top 25.
And Oklahoma took over their number 18 spot, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was crazy.
Well, I mean, I know Oklahoma got upset, but at the same time, they lost to a ranked team. You got to consider that. It's
as much as we want to say, oh, Houston's a no-name school, at the time they were ranked 18 or 15, and they still lost. What was that, quality loss? You would say in the eyes of the AP?
Probably, yeah. But Houston is the last time Houston was in like national news or national contention, or national spotlight, was in the 80s with their basketball team, Fly Slamma Jamma.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Clyde
went back
Drexler?
in time. Clyde Drexler, the Glide. Who else was on that team?
How about Hakeem Olajuwon?
Hakeem, yeah. And they still couldn't win a championship. They still couldn't beat Jimmy V and Indiana. North Carolina State, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to
Carolina
say.
they're red and white. It's confusing. Everybody's red and white in college basketball. It's like there's Ohio State, Stanford. Who else? The
NC
State,
Yeah.
Indiana. It's all confusing.
Houston.
Nebraska, Oklahoma. It's like
Houston.
Yeah.
St. John's.
It's confusing. That's why I got it mixed up. So don't blame me. Blame the uniform choices and colors. Anyway, okay.
Speaking of uniform choices and colors, I mean, you brought up Boise State. It just reminded me of a couple years ago back when they had Jared Zabransky and Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Those Boise State programs were just lights out, and they ran the up-tempo offense and everything on that blue field.
Ian Johnson,
Oh man.
the Statue of Liberty.
Oh yeah. Against Ohio State.
No.
Oh.
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, it was Oklahoma. Huh?
Like I said earlier, the game.
Oh yeah, it was Ohio State, Florida for the national championship.
That's right.
I know it was Oklahoma in that game.
And they were playing in the same stadium. It was at
Fiesta
University of Phoenix Stadium, Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
In Glendale.
Yep.
And like I said earlier, that was basically the kickstart of the college football playoff. That game was the inspiration for that.
Yeah.
I really think so. Like I said, it's my different opinions. I think that was the game that made the committee think, hey, we need to do a playoff. Because remember that year when Boise State was number 3 in the nation? There was a time they were number 3 in the nation.
They were number 3.
Just imagine if they were in that college football playoff.
No, imagine if they were in the Pac-12. Imagine if they weren't in the WAC at the time.
Oregon still would have beat them.
Wait, maybe. But the thing is that you could have put up Kellen Moore, Ian Johnson into the Pac-12. Put them up against UCLA. They beat UCLA. They would beat Arizona State. They'd beat Arizona. They'd beat USC at the time. They would beat Stanford. Maybe they don't beat Oregon, but they'd beat Washington State, Oregon State, and Washington.
Instead, the Pac-12 gets Utah and Colorado.
Yeah, about that.
Out of all the teams, why those two?
Utah, I understand, but Colorado seems a little far out there.
Yeah.
Because Utah's kind of like in the middle of nowhere. They don't really want to be with the WAC because, you have Hawaii. Speaking of Hawaii, they haven't been ranked since 2009 or 2008 when they had that undefeated season for the Rainbow Warriors.
And they had Colt Brennan at quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
And they lost to Georgia, Noshawn Moreno in Georgia.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the year of the hurdle for Noshawn Moreno. He was hurdling anybody that came his way. I was glad he was a Bronco for a short period of time.
Just no Super Bowl. Sorry.
Hey, we faced a good defense. I got to give the Seahawks props, just not Richard Sherman.
Bruh.
Yeah, right?
Hey, Richard Sherman is one of the top 3 cornerbacks in the National Football League.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I would agree with that. Who's number 1 though?
Number 1, if you're going season to season, then number 1 last season was Josh Norman. Then you have to go and put in the top 5 at least. You have to throw in Darrelle Revis,
Patrick Peterson,
and then depending on how you see Tyrann Mathieu, before he got his ACL injury.
I think isn't Tyrone a safety though?
They switch him out. They switch him out from cornerback to safety depending on what package they're in.
So he's like a Bradley Roby because Roby experiences the same thing. They use him as a safety and a corner.
Yeah, but he's nowhere nearly as talented as the Honey Badger.
No, but I'm just saying as an example.
The Honey Badger don't care.
Don't mess with the no-fly zone. You hear me? Those are the words of Aqib Talib. No-fly zone, baby.
I just gotta take him seriously. His high voice.
I know. I love his voice too.
Aqib, don't mess with that nozzle.
All right, coach.
Oh, you had to go there. You had to
Well,
go there?
I mean, it was one of the biggest things in the off season where a guy accidentally shoots
Bang,
himself.
bang.
Yeah,
Plaxico's not alone.
Plaxico didn't shoot himself.
Yeah, he did.
Plaxico was carrying in a club, and he got arrested.
Then what was with the leg injury? He
Was that?
You know, he had a leg. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
He
that's
shot himself
right.
in the leg too.
No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Aqib Talib was going to get suspended by the NFL.
He might.
Why would
though.
you get
Oh.
suspended for shooting
They're,
yourself
they're
in the
still
leg?
they're still investigating. I mean, it's a pretty tough off season for him. But he's back in full strength though.
I thought the leg was going to be an issue.
Yeah, he had a diving breakup in that fourth quarter too.
He did. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I was more focused on Chris Harris.
No. He had
Chris
a
Harris
diving
had a game
breakup.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more college football talk? Did anybody any other game? Monday's game stood out too.
Ole Miss, Florida State.
Oh yes.
That was an interesting first half.
Yeah, it was all Ole Miss, and I fell asleep too because
did?
yeah. Well, it was Labor
That's
Day.
what anybody does watching Old Miss. Let's
No,
be real.
I had a long,
Let's be
I had a
real.
long Labor Day. I was out turning in applications to get a job at ESPN Zone and Naples and what's the other place? Tortilla Joe's at Downtown Disney. I had a long day. Sorry. So I had.
What were you, like Superman running around the world, putting in applications, saving people?
It was only 3 places.
See, and that's why you need Pokemon Go, because you do so much walking, you can get rewarded for walking.
What, hatch like one egg at a time?
Yeah, that's like
One or two
one
eggs, dude.
egg.
I have one egg that I can open. Oh, I need to hatch another egg? Oh, I don't have any more.
Hold on, let me pop in a double XP egg, because my egg that I'm hatching is going to hatch within the next 30 minutes. Pop. 30 minutes later. Oh, come on! It registered 0.01 kilometers.
5 seconds later,
Yeah, right after it stops.
and then you see a Pikachu on the screen. Pikachu! That's
No
how my
one
brother
chooses you.
No one chooses you.
Well, they're going to sacrifice Pikachu anyways. For the Raichu. What?
What?
I wouldn't sacrifice Pikachu for Raichu.
That's how you gotta... If you want Pikachu to be strong, you gotta sacrifice him.
Have you ever seen the series?
I have.
The Pikachu beats the Raichu, okay? The Raichu wins at the beginning. They power up the Pikachu, and then the Pikachu with all his heart ends up beating the Raichu. So why would you go with the Raichu? Just go with...
Video game logic states 99 overall Raichu beats an 80 overall Pikachu.
That's why you just keep powering up and powering up and powering up that Pikachu.
What, the most you're gonna get with a Pikachu is what, 1000 CP?
Yeah.
Raichu, you could probably get to 2000 CP.
You can get a lot more with the Raichu.
That's true. I haven't got like a lot of Pikachu, so it's like the rare Pikachu.
So back to football.
Yeah. So
And that video game logic.
Florida State with the big comeback. How exciting though! Seriously, that was. I mean, seeing the highlights. It was one of those games where I just said, "Yeah, I can't believe I missed it."
Wow.
I told you it was a long Monday for me. Leave me alone.
I was playing catch with my little cousins.
Did you, but
It was like during halftime.
Did you watch
though.
the game?
I watched the game, but it was like during halftime. I was playing like catch.
it's okay to play catch at halftime.
It was halftime, so I was like, halftime. And then I just see Florida State coming back, interception, fumble, touchdown.
I just thought of my last word for today.
I don't even have my last words. I
just
still
thought
gotta
of
think
it.
about those.
Bruh.
Yeah, but no, just seriously, I sound like a broken record, but what a first week of college football.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just something like that's what we need. We all want the underdog. We all want the upset, especially when the powerhouse teams that are in the SEC lose. But for some reason, USC and UCLA couldn't do that.
Well, UCLA was at least close in their game.
They went to overtime. USC was like
He has a point.
they
And
kind
then-
of checked out second half. They were like, "Bye guys, we're going back home."
You know how Seahawks
Thank
fans
you, Texas.
You know how Seahawks fans felt after that play call at the end of the Super Bowl from Pete Carroll? That's how UCLA fans felt this
Oh, God.
Saturday.
Yeah, no, they
saw
did.
that.
4 straight running
my
plays from
God.
Jim Moore in overtime when you have the Heisman Trophy candidate at the helm, and you had a couple of receivers like Roberts who were just wide open multiple times on Saturday. But the thing is that Roberts kept dropping everything that was coming his way.
That doesn't help every
But
quarterback.
4 straight running plays, it went up the gut, to the side, draw play, quarterback run.
Was it the first run play like a 9-yard gain?
Yeah,
They couldn't switch.
and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. They stopped there. And then Roberts was open on that far corner. Rosen delivers a strike to him just a little bit out in front, and all he has to do is just put 2 hands on it.
Cradle it like a baby.
Yeah, just cradle it, put it in. He's already stepping in. You stick him if you have to. But he lets it go right through his hands. It just hits his hands and goes right off.
You know, I found a tissue for you. You know, Ryan? Found a tissue. After that USC game, One Punch Man. That's all, I just had to forget about it.
At least, you know, as a UCLA fan, I can be happy in that I just need 1 tissue for our loss this Saturday.
Oh my God! You just
Yeah.
had
You guys need 50 for each point that you guys trail.
just put the most depressing Mexican song ever.
Juan Gabriel.
No, more like no. More like dun 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 dun.
Why you gotta play that song?
We still are young men.
Oh my God!
Oh, we are. Oh, we're having a
The
great
day
time,
the
aren't we?
music, the day the music died.
What, that song?
Yeah. No. Just start playing that.
What you have?
And they were singing bye bye.
It's American. Okay, that's our college football talk. Ryan, do you have a game or no? You didn't pick a game this week?
I do, but it's a little bit later on during NFL talk.
Gotcha, no problem. All right, so let's get the NFL talk. Football is back.
America.
Unfortunately. What?
And Josh, if you saw my Snapchat, and Ryan did too, you know how excited I was.
You were excited. You had the pizza ready like 5 hours in advance.
And
know, right?
you didn't save me any slices because...
First off, I don't know where you live.
Well, we don't know where you live.
I know that's true.
Yeah.
That's a decent
You're
counterpoint.
See, if you're going to post pizza on Snapchat and make us look at it, you need to at least bring some pizza to the podcast.
There's no food allowed here.
Hey, penalty, violation of bro code.
Oh,
Do not
yeah.
bring any pizza.
Speaking of violation of bro code, after the podcast last week, I went to the game. Vincent went home.
Where did you go, Josh?
I think I went home as well. Did I? I forget.
Not according to your Facebook, bro.
What? What? What did I forgot what I did.
It's called reuniting
Doom,
with
doom,
people
doom,
you've known
doom,
since high
doom.
school. I mean, wait, elementary school.
What? I forget. I don't know what I remember. I don't know what I did. Dang it.
Well, I guess
You thought we were kidding about playing that music earlier.
What? I don't. Oh. What? That picture was taken like a few weeks back. It was like 2 months back. That picture was taken 2 months back.
Then why was it posted on Friday night?
Josh uses defense attack.
I think
Not
it's-
effective.
That picture was taken 2 months ago. All right, I have proof it was taken 2 months ago. But the date on Facebook is lying.
It says September 2nd.
It was taken 2 months ago.
But here's the thing. It does not say anonymous with anonymous and Josh Lopez sharing a memory. It doesn't say sharing a memory.
Oh, hey.
That's a flashback Friday.
Hey.
Come on. Come on.
It didn't even say Flashback Friday. It wasn't even tagged.
I think we can imply that it was a Flashback Friday moment. I think it was it was definitely a Flashback Friday moment. Why aren't you believing me?
Your defenses here are like putting a Paris against a Vaporeon.
Oh, the Pokemon references. I don't even know what you guys are saying.
Hold on. Give it a sec. Give it a few seconds, guys. I guess I lose.
What is this? A 70s TV show?
What, you're making fun of me? Tower of Power? You're making fun of me. So I guess
Tower of Power.
Depressing that I get I get lit, or when the squad fires on me.
Yeah, basically.
I'm just getting fired on. I have no fire comebacks. No fire comebacks whatsoever.
Well, you really got burned. I mean, just
give me water so I could.
Are you sure that picture was 2 months ago?
That was 2 months ago. I can prove it was 2 months ago.
And how is that?
It's on my phone. It was taken on my phone.
And you took the selfie.
Yeah, you took the selfie.
I don't remember if I took the selfie.
Actually, if you judging by seeing the picture, it does look like you took the selfie because I don't see your arm, and plus your face is cut off. And I know when girls take selfies, they get really offended when you don't put their entire face in the selfie. Somebody support my opinion.
I think my friend Sarah, the Asian lady, she took the photo, and I think she cut me out. I'm sure she cut me out. I was cut out. That picture is old.
Remind me to
just real quick as we continue on here. This date in NFL history, September the 9th of 1960, the Denver Broncos beat Boston 13-10 in the American Football League's first game before 21,597 fans in Boston. The Broncos beat the Patriots.
Oh yes.
You're welcome.
So good. Thank you.
Okay.
We're just trying to bide the time until Josh figures out a new excuse.
So no, it was taken May 7th. It was taken on I think it was either my friend Hannah's phone or Sarah's phone. But I found the picture where I took the photo. It clearly states May 2nd. Clearly states May 2nd.
That's a different picture.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's not different. It's a different picture. But again, a different photo was taken on another friend's phone. But it was a similar place.
Okay. The picture we saw was the blurry one. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
My friend Sarah, she's wearing red. Hannah's wearing black. Guess what? In this photo, Sarah's wearing red. Hannah's wearing black. At least what you can see of Hannah.
Okay, so when I share the link on Facebook today, on our Facebook page, Out of the Park.
I'll send you that picture.
No. You better tag them.
Oh, you want me to tag these? Oh, okay.
Well, because we're putting them on the spot.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry, Sarah, Hannah, if you...
There's a reason why we didn't say their last names.
Yeah.
Because we don't want... Yeah. Anyway.
Well, their names are going to get tagged on anyway.
No, I know.
In honor of the Denver Broncos winning last night and on this date in 1960, let's do some Denver Broncos trivia.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do Houston next week.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll rotate.
Wait. Actually, Houston doesn't have... Well, no, they do.
Speaking of which, I didn't even think about this. Broncos to my right, Patriots to my left. The Broncos beat the Patriots on this day in 1960.
I thought you had that plan. That's why.
No, I didn't even think about that.
Well, God bless you.
Well, all right then. All right. Trivia. Oh, gosh. Trivia question number 1. The Broncos have 3 retired numbers. Who are they?
John Elway, Terrell Davis, and I don't know the third one. It's Terrell, right?
It is not.
Oh, it's not Terrell.
Whoa.
Number 18, number 44, and number 7.
Peyton got retired?
Peyton did not get retired.
Then how did he still wear 18 with a retired number?
It was Frank Tripucka who wore the number 18 for the Broncos, and with his blessing, they took it out of retirement, gave it to Peyton for the seasons that Peyton would play on the Broncos. That leaves you with number 44, for the the Denver Broncos, Hall of Fame running back.
Don't go changing teams now, right?
No. Don't worry, I'm not like Laker fans.
I'm still loyal to the Lakers.
I'm loyal, but it's just, we have to make a joke out of the Lakers now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Hey, I was still loyal when the Broncos had their bad years. I don't
Loyalty.
know
All three of them.
Who was 44?
Floyd Little.
Floyd Little, okay.
The Broncos beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 34-21 on Christmas Eve, 1977, leading, of course, to the classic song "Orange Crushmas." Well, that was actually just a fact.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Where's the other one? Duh. I'm reading this wrong. I'm reading the answers.
Oh.
What?
Who scored the Broncos' first touchdown in a Super Bowl?
Oh. It wasn't Floyd Little?
It was not.
Was it a receiver?
Kind of same last name, but it was a running back. Halfback. Super Bowl 13. Rob Little on a 1-yard run in the third quarter as the Cowboys beat the Broncos 27-10.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Who has the most receiving yards for the Broncos in a single Super Bowl?
Rod Stewart.
It is Rod Smith.
Oh, Smith. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Rod Smith.
you're good.
No,
You're
I was
good.
close.
Yeah.
I
152.
Rod
And
Stewart.
then-
Wow. Thanks, Mom.
The Broncos have played in 9 AFC championship games and have lost twice. Name the 2 teams that beat them.
Not Cleveland, obviously, because they beat Cleveland twice, and Cleveland's never been to the Super Bowl. Well, can you give me the years? I'll figure out the Super Bowl.
I'll give you 2005.
No, wait, I got it. Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
That was in
2005.
But what was the other year? Was the other year going to give it away too?
Yeah. I'd say so. Red, white, blue. That's the colors of the other team.
It wasn't the Patriots, obviously.
It was not the Patriots.
No, it wasn't the Patriots.
They had a left-handed quarterback.
Okay, left-handed quarterback.
One of
Red,
the
white.
more electric running backs in the NFL at the time. In fact, he punished opposing defenses.
What other red, white, and blue teams are there?
1991.
Buffalo?
Buffalo.
What?
Oh!
Buffalo beat John Elway in the AFC Championship game in 1991 to advance to the Super Bowl
Kelly
and
wasn't
lose
a
4
lefty.
consecutive. I thought it was a lefty.
Kelly wasn't a lefty. That's what ruined it right there.
Oh, okay.
And
I could have sworn that Kelly was a
No,
lefty.
Kelly's not a lefty.
Oh, you're right. He's not a
Yeah.
lefty.
And that was the year.
He just throws like a lefty.
Who was the running back again? I refresh my
Thurman
memory.
Thomas.
What, say it again? Thurman Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they faced the Redskins, and Thomas missed the first quarter because he couldn't find his helmet.
That is the biggest bruh moment ever.
Oh my gosh. Throw on one that doesn't fit and you run out there.
In the biggest game of your life.
Absolutely. You throw on one that doesn't fit, put one on that's too small, a size too small, and you run out there.
What,
Yeah.
you stole one of the bench players' helmets? Hey guy, you're not even going to play anyways.
Yes, you run up to the kicker and you say, I will return this when you decide that you're going to start playing football.
I think David Tyree was that guy when he was playing with the Giants.
Hey, he actually contributed. He made the Pro Bowl as a special teams player.
Was it that year or the year after?
It was the year before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right,
I'm feeling
good.
triggered.
Yeah, we are feeling triggered.
No,
Feeling
Well, you are. You're feeling
triggered.
triggered.
I'm triggered. Flashbacks.
All right,
catch.
we'll do really quick Patriots trivia.
Yeah,
Bruh.
that'd be nice.
How many PSI was the ball deflated to?
Oh my god.
I think it was 14 or 13.
You see now, it is a conspiracy theory.
What type of phone did Brady destroy before the NFL could investigate?
You see now, it was a
Samsung Galaxy S2.
It was,
And it wasn't even his, it was Giselle's.
You see, it was with those burner phones they use on Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
You see, the references make the show better. That's why we do it.
Yeah.
Let's just hope we get more views. We got 14 last week.
All right.
I think that's a record.
Hey.
That is a record.
Actually,
No,
the record's
37. 37.
Okay, it's a record for me.
Since you've been here, I
Yeah,
know.
that is a record.
All right,
Okay.
fine. A real trivia for the Patriots. 2007, David Tyree catches the football. How many Patriot fans' hearts were broken?
Mine was definitely broken.
Actually,
The answer is 1, Junior Seau. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Because he was on the field, laying down, crushed that he had just lost his final
only
opportunity.
chance, yeah.
Because he was in 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
in
he
the
was.
one in '95 with the
Yeah.
Chargers, and he
Yeah.
lost to Steve Young and Jerry Rice's, twilight years.
And Steve Young's
Got the monkey off his back.
5 touchdowns, Super Bowl record.
Yeah, monkey off his back.
Yep, 49-27.
Yep, and then he loses to the Giants in 2007.
This is supposed to be a safe space for me, guys. You're not supposed to bring up the Giants and David and Tyree. You're not.
Okay,
well,
fine.
no, since
Fine.
you brought
I
up
won't
David
bring
Tyree.
up the 2007 Giants.
Just don't.
We'll
bring
move
up the
over to
Giants.
2011.
Oh my God!
Mario Manningham catches a pass down the side.
Who covered them? Who covered? Who were the two guys that covered Mario?
I don't want to.
The answer is the sideline and no one else who could defend.
Actually, well, how about this? Who covered David Tyree when he made the catch?
Was it Ty Law?
No, it was Rodney
Rodney
Harrison,
Harrison.
San Diego Charger great.
Ugh.
Played 8 years with the Chargers, 8 years with the Patriots.
And now he's an analyst for NBC.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, and I thought only winners go on NBC.
he won.
When did he win a Super Bowl?
He won 2
that's
Super
right.
Bowls
Never mind,
at the
I take
end
it
of the
back.
three-peat.
I just still think at 2007. It's whoever works for CBS. I feel sorry for.
Oh,
Tony
Phil
Gonzalez.
Sims.
Tony
Oh.
Gonzalez. No, Phil Sims actually won. You gotta give him that.
he.
He has Super
Oh,
Bowl
that's why
MVP.
with the Giants.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm
Against
thinking of
the
the Bengals.
Broncos.
Yeah, against the
Yeah,
Broncos.
those the embarrassing years of the Broncos.
The Orange Crush.
The orange curse.
Oh,
Where the Broncos are 0-4 when they wear orange. That's why they wore white against Carolina back in February.
Well, no, all the past Super Bowl winning teams have worn white.
That's true.
Yeah, all
So
teams.
it's superstition. The last team to win without a white jersey, Green Bay Packers, 2010.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 45
yeah, that sounds
at
right.
Cowboy Stadium, wearing the green.
Yeah,
Giants,
because
both Super Bowls.
I mean, let's backtrack it. Last Super Bowl, Super Bowl 50, it was the Broncos over the Panthers in white. Then the one before that, the Patriots over the Seahawks in white. Then the Seahawks over the Broncos in white. And then that was the Giants Super Bowl after that, right?
No. It was San Francisco.
Oh,
and
that's right. The Ravens
Ravens,
won.
yeah.
In,
The Ravens won in white too.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
because
right.
San Fran was the home team and they wore the red.
That's right.
And
And
of
then
course
you
it
go
went
back to the Giants, and then the Saints.
Yes, the Saints.
The Saints
beat
won in white.
white.
They
no,
were
no,
in
no,
white.
It was the Packers and the Saints.
Packers, then the Saints.
The Packers won in blue.
That's right.
In
Yeah,
green.
Packers, and then the Saints.
Saints in white over the
And then it was
over the Colts.
Wasn't it Pittsburgh over the Cardinals in
Arizona.
white?
hmm
Man,
Yeah.
Well, the last team to not win, the last
Patriots.
team, it was the Patriots in Super Bowl 38 with Vinatieri's field goal
That's
against
right.
Carolina. Before that was,
you
and
had,
then-
and then you can
and
go
then
further
Super
to
Bowl-
the Rams.
and then Super Bowl 37 was the Buccaneers over the Raiders, and the Bucks wore their red. And then the Patriots wore blue again in Super Bowl 36 and won there against the Rams. But the Rams, you brought up the Rams, they actually won in white against Tennessee. When they beat Tennessee, they were wearing white, and Tennessee was
Did they
wearing their
lose
powder
in
blue.
dark? Because they switched their uniforms, then they went back to the Super Bowl. Who'd they lose to?
They lost to the Patriots, but they,
They
wore
lost
their
to the-
whites.
okay, that's right.
And the Patriots wore their blues. It was
Excuse me.
that was the one in New Orleans, and it was Vinatieri's first game-winning field goal in the Super Bowl. And yeah, that was the year of that was the year of after the 9/11 attacks.
That's right.
And speaking of 9/11, it is this weekend. It is this Sunday, and
It's a
not only the memorial of 9/11, but also football season starting.
Yeah.
Everybody, I mean, well, last night's game, you guys got a chance to see it?
Yeah, I did. I saw the first half.
No, I listened
Well,
to it on the radio.
Well, of course, we did bring up that how pumped I was
You were pumped.
on my
You were
Snapchat
lit.
story. Yeah, I've never got that excited. Like I said, I've never got that excited since we won back in April. Well, I shouldn't say since the Broncos won in February.
I say we for every single team that I
know,
support.
I do too.
It's
But at the
we.
same, that's for Corey Nalen's sake.
Yeah. Corey
Yeah,
enters the room.
but
Did you just say we?
we
Hey, I can say we for the Angels because the tax dollars go to that stadium.
directly to that stadium.
So I can say we for the Angels because the city, the people of Anaheim, the residents own that stadium.
Basically pay the stadium.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yesterday was such a fun game. I mean, like, that proved football is back. Not only did college football prove it, but what happened yesterday in the NFL with the Panthers and the Broncos, for the first time since 1970, the Super Bowl rematch opens the season. And they really showed that football is back just by those two.
And I'd say the reason why the Broncos won is because they didn't have Wes Welker trying to catch the game-clinching catch.
Ugh, I hate you, Ryan.
Droppity drop.
I hate you. I'm feeling triggered again.
You
Thank
see,
you very much.
The head of the ball is supposed to go into the diamond and stick. All you got to do is close the hands. Just close them.
I'm just. This episode should be just titled "Triggered."
Hey, and I think I'm going to title it "Trigger" too. Hey, and also the Broncos didn't have Asante Samuel either.
Really?
Super Bowl 42. Asante Samuel could have closed the game out for the Patriots.
That's right.
And he was one of the top 10 cornerbacks in the game at that time.
Then he goes over to the Falcons, has one good season, and he's all gone.
No. I thought it was an Eagle. He was an Eagle at one point.
He was
too.
also a Falcon.
I know he was a Falcon, but wasn't he also an Eagle too?
Yeah, he was. I thought he was an Eagle, then a Patriot, then a Falcon.
Oh, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. So that. Yeah. Well, you're right. It was. He did start as an Eagle, and then a Patriot, and then a Falcon. He took over for D'Angelo Hall because D'Angelo Hall went to Washington.
You get a pick, and you get a pick, and you get a pick.
Was that for who?
4 interception game, D'Angelo Hall.
That's right.
Washington Redskins.
That's the record, right?
He said he gave one to his mama. Then all of a sudden, by the fourth quarter, each one of his family in the stands had one.
He didn't know who to choose anymore.
So, what games are going to stand out for you guys this week? Obviously, Chicago and Houston for
Me.
Ryan. And, of course,
Because I want to see what Brock Osweiler will do. Will he choke under pressure, or did his time under Peyton Manning help him out?
will the money get to him, or will Peyton Manning's knowledge help him?
I mean, it wasn't like they signed him to a lucrative contract.
Yeah, not like Von Miller lucrative. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
it
referring
wasn't
to?
something like, ridiculous. Like Vinny Testaverde coming to the, to the Buccaneers signing that bonus. But
with the creamsicle jerseys.
yeah, with the creamsicle jerseys. No, it wasn't something that was crazy, but it was affordable for the Texans. They needed a young starter, and they haven't had a quality starter since ever. Because Matt Schaub, no,
Never was.
just no.
Okay. Well,
There are two areas of Houston Texan fandom that you don't mention: David Carr and Matt Schaub.
what about Ahmad Green?
I have more love for him than I do David Carr.
Jabbar Gaffney?
Oy.
I knew I got him.
He ticked him off. He didn't trigger him.
I got him. Hey, at least Jabbar Gaffney didn't win a Super Bowl with that 2017, so you should be happy about that.
I'm just happy we have Vince Wilfork.
Oh, yeah. That's
we have
right.
Vince Wilfork, and then once J.J. Watt is healthy, J.J. Watt We have Jadeveon Clowney if he can stay healthy. And then our secondary isn't too bad.
Yeah, Vince Wilfork, the biggest body to ever be on the body issue.
Oy.
Yeah.
You thought
Prince Fielder.
You thought
I knew where you were
Prince
going.
Fielder. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to do
5 minutes, sir.
I want to do this. Well, since we do have 5 minutes, I want to do this every single week. I'm gonna go down the line of games and just make a quick pick. Okay, Tampa, Atlanta. I'll take Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Tampa.
Okay, I was gonna say give a reason, but we're gonna be here all day if you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jameis Winston. There's my reason. Go.
Really? Okay. Buffalo, Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Buffalo.
You just gonna pick opposite?
No. The only upset he's not gonna pick is Houston, Chicago, because Houston's actually favored. So I'll take Houston in that game too.
I'll take Chicago.
What?
You're a bad boy.
Well, then again, I think he's used to the disappointment.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. With all my teams, the Texans, the Clippers, the Kings, it's all cardiac arrest area. The Dodgers, I'm not going to pick them to win until they win.
You won't.
And even then, I will pick them to win. Yeah.
You won't believe it.
Well, the reason why, because I'm still debating on whether to start Green Bay defense or Houston defense this week. I'll take Green Bay defense because they got Jacksonville, and I'm picking
You're
Green Bay
taking
to
the
win.
Green Bay defense, yes.
Okay, good. Because they're projected to get 14 points.
Yeah, no, you take the Green Bay defense and the Packers in that game.
So everyone's taking the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ryan does not go upset there. All right, San Diego, KC. I'm taking KC. Reason why? Because I got Travis Kelce on my fantasy team as tight end. I didn't start Greg Olsen this week, even though I had him, because I figured he wasn't going to do good against the Bronco defense, but he did pretty good. But I think Travis Kelce will do better, especially against this San Diego secondary. So I'll take Kansas City this week.
KC.
San Diego, because they historically have a really good time starting off seasons. You saw it last year where they started off 3-0 and then they ended up losing every single game afterwards. But they can at least start a season.
Okay, well, they're not going to win at Arrowhead. That's why I say KC. Okay, Oakland, New Orleans. I'm taking New Orleans. The reason why? I got Drew Brees as my quarterback.
I say Oakland.
I'll say Oakland too.
Oh, I hate you guys.
David Carr, Amari Cooper, Khalil Mack, Justin Tuck. No, didn't Justin Tuck retire?
He retired, yeah.
Yeah,
I have too many family and a couple friends that are Raider fans, and I don't like rooting for them.
Oh, I'm not rooting for them.
But you're picking. No, but
I hope they lose,
Yeah,
but
me
I'm
too.
picking them to win.
I'll still take New
No,
Orleans.
the worst is Cowboy fans.
Yeah, that's true.
We them boys.
We
Des
them
didn't
boys.
drop the ball.
Okay, Cincy and New York Jets, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
It's pretty obvious.
AJ Green.
AJ Green, Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Cincy, I guess.
yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say the other team. Cleveland against Philly. Philly.
I say Cleveland.
Stop it.
No, if
You know what? You're right. Carson
if Robert
Wentz-
Griffin III can show what he showed in the preseason, and also the entire Browns team, if they can just have a little bit of momentum, that's it. Maybe this can be the only game that they win this season.
What, you're gonna try to see prime Robert Griffin III?
I'm not saying that he's going to be the next best thing since sliced bread.
No,
Well,
of course not.
But-
you want to see the return of that prime year he had.
No, but I just want to see him be a quality quarterback.
Okay, yeah. All right, so Minnesota, Tennessee. This one's a tough one for me.
I'm going Tennessee.
Well, I want to pick Minnesota, but the thing is, with Sam Bradford just barely getting to know
He's
the
not
playbook.
the starter.
Oh, he's not going to start?
He's not gonna
who's
start.
Starting?
Some no-name that they have down on the list,
Just give the ball to Adrian Peterson. We'll be good.
basically.
They always do anyways, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I'll still take Minnesota. I mean, I know it's at Tennessee, but at the same time. Josh, who was your
I'll
pick?
go with Tennessee.
Okay. Miami, Seattle. Seattle. It's in
Seattle.
Seattle. Yeah. Here we go. New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys. I believe in Dallas because Dak Prescott has a shot. I believe in Dak Prescott.
Giants.
Oh God, you just made me want it. I don't know who to choose.
Just give the answer. Go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Giants.
Okay.
Okay.
Cowboys.
There we go.
Okay. Detroit and Indy. I'll say Indy because Andrew Luck is out.
Indianapolis.
No, not Indy. Detroit. I take Detroit.
I'm still going to take Indianapolis. Go.
Even
I'll go
without. Okay.
Detroit.
Okay. New England, Arizona.
30
Arizona.
seconds.
Arizona.
New England.
New England.
Okay. Pittsburgh, Washington. Pittsburgh, because I have Antonio Brown as fantasy.
Washington.
Washington.
Against Josh Norman. All right, and the last game on Monday night, well, the other doubleheader, L.A. and San Fran.
LA.
San Fran's not.
San Francisco.
Okay, I'll take L.A. Well, that's it. So let's get to our last words. Ryan first.
No, we'll go Josh.
Oh, wait, Josh
What?
first. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Until Josh keeps getting warmer to the microphone and starts talking.
Well, I guess my quote is, I'm triggered.
Okay.
Okay.
And then for me, it's when you're with a group and there's a plate of nachos, do not take the nucleus. There's those 4 chips that stick to all the cheese. You don't take that. Especially if someone just sets it down and you take the entire nucleus and everyone else is just having stale chips. No one likes that. Don't take the nucleus.
And I'm going to add to that, too. Since you say don't take the nucleus, don't take the piece of meat that falls off the top when somebody picks up a chip.
Oh.
Yeah. And I say that because I did it to my dad one time, and I feel bad.
It's haunting
Just
Oh.
you?
whack.
Yeah, kind of. Well, no, it's not really haunting me, but I do feel bad. So
He kind of went Indiana Jones on it, got out the whip and just and grabbed the piece of meat, snapped it back to him.
Well, my other last word is Graham no good. Even though I stole it from a meme, but I just want to give that NFL memes props.
That last word just ganope.
Nope.
Good
Nope.
job. All right.
Crying.
I love it.
Jordan.
I love it. All right. Well, that's it for us. Thank you for joining
Newton.
us. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry. So for Josh Lopez and Ryan Osborn, this is Vincent Garcia out of the park.